All right, hey everybody. I just bought a laser cutter, a OMTech 80 watt 20 by 28 machine. Today I'm going to show you the unboxing of it. I'm super excited to get started working with this thing. I had laser cutters back in college, so I have multiple years of experience with these and using various softwares to design stuff like Illustrator, and I use Rhino actually quite a bit. That one's not very common in this industry, so I use that one quite a bit. But today I'm going to show you the unboxing and the unwrapping. It's going to be the first of many videos to come, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. Okay, I'm new to making videos about all of this stuff, so if I seem a little bit awkward at first, hopefully that works out later on in these videos. But I'm going to show you my setup right now that I have going. Like I said, I have the OMTech 80 watt 20 by 28 bed. I have a AC Infinity inline fan. I believe it's the 890 CFM model, 8-inch. And then I have a CW 5200 chiller, industrial chiller, made by OMTech as well. I'll show all of this stuff. I got everything off Amazon, surprisingly enough, but I'm pretty sure it was sourced other places. So I'm gonna show you what I did for my setup here. So this is all in my garage. I live in Central Florida, so I don't have to worry about freezing temperatures very much, but I do have to worry about overheating. So I do plan on putting an air conditioner in here at some point in time, maybe just like a wall unit or even a window unit, because I have a window right there. So I had this window right here. I'll start off over here. I blocked it off with this piece of plywood, basically just screwed it into the wall. Got a 8-inch round duct elbow. Got that, it actually just sits in there perfectly. I don't have to move it at all. My inline fan is attached to the wall here. So it just screws into these blocks right here. And then I have those blocks screwed into the wall with 2 tap cons. And then I had to transfer it down to a 6-inch. I don't really love that. It makes some whistling noises, so I might fix that in the future. And then we have this duct that came with it. That duct is a 6-inch duct, so that's the 6 to 8-inch transition. There's the 8-inch. And then this is just attached to the output right there. So next we have, I do plan on covering up this hole here in the future. The exhaust kind of pushes all the air in, and then some of the air comes in here, so I get some fumes, but I'm just cutting wood right now, so it's not a big deal. I'm also not cutting for like 8 hours at a time currently, but I do plan on covering that up to make it look a little bit more seamless. Next is the big laser cutter. We have the OMTech 80 watt, like I said, 20 by 28 bed. Looks good, works great. It is a little low, so I don't really love that. Let me zoom out a little bit. It is a little low, so like it's only 27 inches off the ground. Possibly in the future, I'll fix that, but I'm not working on this thing 8 hours at a time, so it's not that big of a deal. The next step, we have the chiller right here. I just moved this chiller over a little bit to give it more ventilation. We have ventilation here for the laser cutter, and then there's ventilation on this side for the chiller, ventilation on that side for the chiller as well. This thing is supposed to keep the temperature around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. I set it to where it goes as low as 67 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 25 degrees Celsius, and like 22 degrees is the low Celsius. Then basically I actually had to replace these lines right here. These lines are a 3/8 inch line. I bought some on Amazon because my other ones weren't long enough to give me the separation that I needed. I did want the chiller on this side, so I didn't have the separation that I wanted. So I bought a 25-foot line, cut it in half, so two 12.5-foot pieces, and then attached it just like it would be. I did have to get a 20 amp breaker put in. So in my box here, it is very convenient that my box is literally right above my laser cutter. We have a laser cutter here. This is my 20 amp breaker. And it only feeds this. This is probably what I'll run the air conditioner off in the future as well. I gave myself enough space and that big enough box to where I can basically just link off of that and supply some power to an air conditioning unit. A couple of other things I did for my garage setup. I have my workbench over here. This is where I actually have, it's not a perfect situation right now, and I do plan on upgrading in the future. Got my laptop here. I don't love this laptop, but it does get the work done. I do most of my work on my work laptop, and then just send the files over through Google Drive or a flash drive. And then from there, I'm able to pull this USB outlet here, connect it into that port, and this USB will actually stretch all the way over, and I can just plug it in. The cord kind of hangs over here, so it just hangs in the midair. Not an ideal situation. I think that in the future I'll run an Ethernet cord up and above. So if I'm gonna zoom out a little bit more, it'll be up and around this, down here, and then over there. I was working out the details on that, but it's just a thought I had in mind. Right now I'm just in functional mode. Then I plan on putting a bunch more shelves in here, but for right now this is my workshop. A couple other notable things. I'm buying these sheets by the 4x8. Each 4x8 is allowed to produce 7 full sheets, and then I get 2 like partial pieces. And I'm buying that for $49 right now per 4x8 sheet, and I think this one was $29 per 4x8 sheet. Just bought at the Home Depot. I always save my scraps. There's my garbage here. Table saw is invaluable. And then I actually saved the box that I disassembled in this video. I'll show you that real quick right outside. The box I saved, and I made a little cutting table for myself. So this thing's really cool. I don't know about really cool, but really functional. It saves me some sawhorses at least. And then I have these little screens here, which is super helpful. And on the front of my garage, you can't see it right now, but there's a big screen over that. So, all right, that's my setup. Like I said, I'm gonna have many more videos to come. But if you have any questions about this, please just let me know in the comments below, and I will reply to them. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.